Everyone. In today's stream, I'll be continuing a commission that I'm making, um, and let's see what else can we make. Let me share the link. Okay. Um, okay, I'm ready. So let's begin slash continue. Okay, I'm ready. Oh, I can hear my voice. Wait, why? Okay. Okay, so I was making the armor and it's kinda hard because of the shapes. And I was thinking if I should follow this shape or just paint it. And I think I'm going with creating each shape to be a separate mesh. And the outline shader is the one that will show each shape. Let's do the other parts. I can select this loop, duplicate it and separate like always, and then change the proportion so it follows what I need. Yeah, follow that shape. And like this. I need that everything follow the reference shape, and after the reference shape is kinda similar, I can change the specific parts. For example, I can see that this metal part stops right here, so I can end the metal part here. Also, maybe I can select this part, the original, and delete the original part, the original tail, because I can leave these, the furry parts. Oh, it's getting laggier. And like this I can have a little bit of an idea of the shape of that part, and I can start putting these shapes, the circle ones. And um, mirror. I'm going to put it a little bit on the top so I can duplicate the original. And move the clone, for example, to here. Something like this. Because the flat drawing is never the same as a front drawing, as you can see. In the side, the screen is lower than in the top. So I should decide which one is going to be. Is it going to be this one or something in the middle? Right now I can leave it like that and continue to the other parts. For example, I can choose to make the ears smaller, and that's it. With that I can kind of follow. So I have to make the decisions of which parts are going to be more important to follow than others. And select the other one, duplicate it, and move it. My goal here is to finish this model. That's the goal. And again, we can see that the flat drawing on the side doesn't show the curvature, and it's, for example, lower than the actual drawing. So we can put it here. And then we have the ears, the sides, and I need the arms too. Yeah, this is kind of right size. And I can delete the original. So right now I have all the screens. I have the fur, I have the base, I have the front screen. What else? I can do the shapes of the horns. Those are easy. It's basically extrude each one, but along normals. and scale. Uh, yeah, scale locally, like that, and then move it again locally, and again and again and again. Along normals, scale locally, and move locally, and maybe a little. Well, if I'm going to follow each loop, but in here I can see that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Um, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can do like this. Uh, oh, wait. Oh, I remember. When I use a certain tool, these vertex are separate. You have to merge them. Merge. If this thing lets me. Merge vertex at center. And now it has separate shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 shapes. Let's go with the lower part, the tail. Actually, the tail can be done with the original circle. This one is smoother, just to have more detail. But in this case, the tail is not going to have a circle in the inside. So I can select this face, Ctrl Shift, and delete everything. And instead I can do an extrude to the center. Mix everything. Oh, why is it so jaggy? Something happens. Oh. Normals and global. There you go, it's better. So now with the shape, you can go and put it where it belongs. Something like this. Like I said, the side and the front are basically a guide. Hola May, ¿cómo estás? Ah, de hecho, déjame le aviso a otro amigo que me preguntó. Bien, bien, May. Aquí haciendo una comisión que medio se me ha estado complicando porque tiene muchas piececitas, como puedes ver, que la armadura, que las pantallitas de los lados. Oye, siempre llegas cuando toca hacer el paquetaxo, porque ya lo que sigue es aquí, el frente. ¿Será coincidencia o destino? Es que el interés tiene pies. Uno, dos, tres. Está separado en 3 secciones. Y 3 secciones es bien fácil, nomás lo separo uno por uno y ya. Pero primero le tengo que dar la forma. Lo que me di cuenta es que la regué. La regué y... Pues sí, uno soy yo, otro eres tú y otro es al random que dio con el canal. Pues lo más que he tenido ha sido 7, creo. El Natsuki es más popular. Aunque no haga stream, seguro tendrá más gente. Mira, ese es uno. Y luego este es otro. Y este es el último. Ya. Hi, Jules G. Y hablando español con mi amiga Meito May. Ahí por si medio ves que habla español es porque la muchacha se comunica mejor así. Yeah. Any question that you have, let me know so I can talk about it and answer it. Right now, it's like a free stream. It's not like I have a plan or a specific thing that I want to say. I just want to finish this because it's kind of hard. No tengo ningún plan en específico, solo terminar esto porque está medio difícil y quiero acabarlo ya. Uno, dos, tres. The eyes for VR. Hmm. For doing eyes from scratch or just the setup for moving them? What do you mean? Ring, 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 banana. It depends. For example, anime eyes are better done with plain textures, and normal avatars can be done with round eyes. The thing to know which one will you choose is the size of the eyes. If they are anime, they are big, and if you try to make a, for example, look, let's say that this is the eye. As you can see, the eye is way, way big. And if it's an anime eye, sometimes the center, all of this, is so big that the rest of the eye goes outside of the head. So that's why you see that anime eyes have planes. They delete everything else and just move the center. So it's smaller. It's a small piece of geometry to manipulate instead of the big eye. But for example, this avatar is going to have texture only. It's a screen. So I will not use that technique. It will be only a texture. Okay, I have the side. I have that part. I need to do this part. This is extrude. It's kind of more rounded, so I guess I'll apply the subdivision modifier. Looks funny. Well, I leave it like that. Oh, a Chibi Saitama. Nice. Saitama is cool. I like it. Okay, that part is ready, and now I just need to do the inside, but actually the inside can be just the basic mesh. The important part is that this thing collapses with this thing. Let me apply it. Apply. If the music is too loud, let me know. Si la música está muy fuerte, me dice. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know. Huh. Nice shortcut. By any chance, do you know the mirror shortcut? Yeah, that's the thing with Blender. Learning all the shortcuts is a topic on its own. There you go. So this hard surface. Yeah, but right now I'm just interested in the vanilla blender. Just work with what is there already. Do not add anything else. Just to make things less complicated. Wait, I'm missing a piece here. I lost a piece. Ah, damn, what happened? Oh, there you go. Oh, my bad. I moved this one. Mm. Yeah, it never is. What else? What else? The upper part has to be divided in the middle, and this part too. Let me separate it. Separate. But I have to disable this. Yeah, like this. And That part goes up to, I don't know, here? I don't understand this shape. Let's say that it goes up to until here and does this. Ooh. This part is kinda complex. It's supposed to be joined by this green thing. This is like a chest plate. Maybe I prefer to delete this thing. The thing is that because I want to use this geometry, I think it's going to present a problem for me because I want to keep this geometry. It's easier maybe just to delete this geometry and forget about it. Something like this. Just reuse this part and that's it. Something like this, and maybe and just mix this one. Vrchat last. And now I don't have a weird triangles. And with this, now I can make the kinda chest plate until the back. Let's say that this is the piece. And the top part is basically this one. And now I need this one. Wait, I'll be back. But yeah, trying to clean this geometry. This is a complex model, a very complex model. I'm back. Um, yeah, just check out the wireframe on this thing. Wait. This is the worst part. The 4. Because I did a sculpt. I think I have it here. Yeah, this is the sculpt. And I have to keep the details. I'm maybe going to redo this part of the sculpt because I missed some details here. But right now, let's continue and finish everything else. Thank you. Let's see what happens at the end. My idea is to delete these parts and only leave the triangle furry parts and maybe join them depending on how much geometry is left. Okay, so this part needs to be lower. And all of these parts needs to be lower too. Like I was saying to a friend that does 3D too, trust the process, just finish everything, and if you miss something, and do it at the end. Don't get distracted trying to come back to something that is not essential in the beginning, because right now is the modeling part, so it's not a linear process until you start doing the UVs and the textures. Everything here in the modeling can be done in any order. Nothing needs to be specifically done first or last. There are things that can help you, but it's not like a rule. And when you start doing it, you can get to know what can you do that helps you. You start to learn about your own process of how you do things, and develop shortcuts and ideas. Yeah, UVs in blenders are very easy compared to, for example, Cinema 4D. Cinema 4D UVs are the worst tools that I have seen in a 3D software. I don't understand how a software that expensive can have so horrible tools for UVs. They are horrible. The tools in Blender are easy, are what they are. They are not like whoa the best, but are not bad. They get the job done. Right now, what I remember, Maya has the best UV tools because they in Maya 2019, I think, they added a lot of new tools for the UVs, and now they are like magic, basically. At least they work, not like cinema. They're the worst, just the worst. Yeah, yeah. Well, the fact that Blender is free is what makes Blender so great because people invest time, effort, and community instead of money. Is the exchange. Ah, so for the back part, it's just a simple piece of geometry, basically. Ah, that that piece of geometry does not go until the end. It stops like right here. I'm going to duplicate this. Wait. Yeah, I forgot that when you do extrudes, Blender does close the hole because there are other software that leave this hollow. Cinema 4D is the best tool for motion graphics. When you learn about how MoGraph works, that's why Cinema is the best. And also it has a very good tools for rendering easy things, but and has a very cool plugins like X Particles, Real Flow, what's the other? Turbulence FD. Those that's why Cinema is powerful because there's a lot of support for Cinema. But right now, Blender is having a lot of support too. So in the future, I think Blender will be the one that appropriates the market of cinema. But right now, Blender is its own thing, so there is no rush right now. Yeah, the other release, the one that it's 2.83, I think, it has very good tools for sculpting. But right now, the latest release, well, the one that I download is still glitchy and it crashed a lot, so I cannot use it for my workflow right now. Cinco. But in the future, I think I will be using only the updated one when it's more stable. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, one, two, one, two, three, four, five. There you go. For me, saving is like I don't know the term. It's a muscle memory. Every time I do something, I save. I save. For example, I finish this thing, I save. I finish putting the circles, I save. I do a big change, or before I do a big change, I save, because I'm so used to know when the program crash that I know exactly where is the most possible place that if I do something, thing crash. So I'm constantly saving and saving and saving. For me, it's in every software. In every software, I save constantly. The only software that I have used that does not crash, basically, it has only crashed on me like once, maybe. It's Clip Studio Paint, but because it's for drawing, it's like way more uh, simple for the computer to handle. It's not like a 3D software that it's full resource heavy and crazy things. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. If I hover, I can see the proportional. But I often change this, so I think this. Oh, it's with O, and also the O in the keyboard is way too far from my position on the hand, so it's sometimes easier to just click the button. It's not like I have to go to menu, submenu, submenu, submenu. It's just up there. But yeah, it's a good shortcut to know the proportional editing. What is this music from? I remember. What is this from? Hmm. No idea. Okay, now for this part, what can I see? I have to disable this. Maybe this. Split. Separate. And maybe from this part, maybe no, or maybe from this. I don't know. Ah, there you. I'm thinking if I should leave like this. Or maybe like this. And leave this part to be the one that follows through the back. Because I can do the divisions from here. Yeah, I'm more talking to myself in loud because it's easier to think that way. Because there are a lot of possibilities and every artist always does things different. But I'm not married to only one way. If I kinda discover that another way is faster, I select always the fastest route because in 3D everything is slow. Every process is very, very slow. So okay, I have the chest plate, I have the neck part, I have these parts, but they are not in the correct shape. They need to be actually more small, like here. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, just move it little by little everything and eventually you'll finish. That's the way to go. As you can see, this is basically the armor only. The body is this. And it's starting to look cool. I was dreading to do this model because all of the details, all the meshes, all the things. But now that I'm doing it, I can finally feel like I'm progressing and I'm doing something. Because this model is hard. Let's see the back. From the back, I can see that the thing from the neck comes down to the top, to the bottom, and the black thing does not follow until the end. So basically the model, you can say that it ends here, and I can go and fill this face. And select this part that is the back and finish the model. To the back, something like this. And obviously clip and merge active, so I can move everything without a problem. Let's see. Okay, this part is confusing because this is the front, goes to the side, to the back, and returns. This is the top. No, wait. Okay, this is supposed to be one piece only then. Damn. No, as you can see, let's delete this. Okay. This is supposed to be here. Something like this goes and goes up, and this part should be separated. I always have trouble changing the loop selection when it's from the one side that I don't like. I don't know how to click on it in Blender. Okay, that part is ready. This is the back, so that's okay. Now my problem is that this part is supposed to be separate. This and this supposed to be joined. They have to be the same according to this drawing. Goes from the back into the top. Yeah, like that. And goes to this part. Shouldn't be hard to do. The easy way for me is just to delete this and redo these parts. F until here, I think. Yeah, maybe. And that's it. Now they are merged. But this part, if you can see on the thing here, it's separated. So the mesh is going to be actually separated, and in this part, but it's joined from the back. So like I say, it's a very weird and complex shape compared to another things that I have done, because a simple t-shirt, a simple pants, they are not that hard. But for example, a shoe, it has so many shapes that they have to work together to function. What do I mean with the shape? This shape is going to be connected as a whole piece, but when I do the extrude, you're going to see the gap, and I need to put it even more connected, more close, so you can see that there's shape E and shape B, but in reality it's a whole piece. So basically I think I finished the pieces. If I re-enable the reference, it's the top, the chest, the bottom blacks, the complex face, the back, these things, and that's it. Oh, I think the only piece left is this one, this gray one, but it's easy. And these things, I think they're going to be from here, but like this, like 1, 2, 3, and just extrude along normals. And no, I want individual origins. I always forget which one is it. There you go. You can, when you do the extrude in Maya, you can change the size according to the extruded tool, but here I don't know from memory where that tool is, so I sometimes struggle with trying to do tools from the other softwares. Ah. Okay, what else? Oh yeah, the back. How I'm going to do the back? It's like a shark shape, kind of. My Control C is very, very slow. I don't know why. Is it because of the... these ones. Maybe. Yeah, because of the decimation that it was enabled here, my Control C was slow. Bot armor hype. Why? Why are you hype? Because of the bot armor. Original body. Beautiful. The decimation is the process where a scope can go lower resolution without losing the detail. But it depends on the decimation, because if I show you this one, this is the original model, right? You can see the geometry. It's very dense in some parts, it's even in others. So when you use decimation, let me turn it on. It takes a while. It tries to preserve the detail across the whole model and tries to save it. But this is a very, very low value, 0.01. For example, the estimation can be in 10%, 0.1 I mean. There you go. This is like a very good decimation because you can still have the shapes, but it's not as dense as the original. For example, I can reuse this one, but because the model is cartoony, I do not need that many details. Maybe if I do this, it's not that bad, but right now I'm okay with the other decimation that I did, that it was 0.01. But actually I don't know when decimation was introduced to Blender, because decimation is a known process in general. It's especially useful with sculpts. Nothing beats retopology, because retopology is having the complete control over your model. But decimation is good for a cheap lowering of details. I prefer remesh, but it's an expensive add-on that I don't have now. Maybe in the future I can buy it, but right now I'm happy with just doing that, because this mesh is not going to be like extremely animated, it's just simple movements. Yeah, there's a lot of things to learn about modeling characters. What else? Oh yeah, I was doing this thing before. Is this creeper? Oh man. Oh man, creeper. Wait, is it? No. It's called Our Life or Cycle by Okan. It sounded like creeper. Oh man. Actually, the armor on this character is very soft, very circle. Thus, I can delete. No. I can delete this. Terco. That's a very good way to avoid modeling characters. Have you used Substance Painter for your assets? I think I need to do a duplication. Still I'm looking from the front. Yeah, look from the back. That's easier. Okay, I did something horrible here. What happened? How dare you? Yeah, I do use Substance Painter. Not like an extremely degree of ability, but I know at least the basics and how to do kinda advanced things. The tool is not that hard. The hard part is to do the materials, but the materials you do them in Substance Designer. If you like notes, you will love Substance Designer. If not, just download everything. The smart materials are the best part about Substance. Why is it looping? Don't loop. Yeah, shaders. I mean, nodes are not the prettiest thing to learn actually. But once you learn how to do nodes, everything is easier. What happened? I think I'll do. Where does it? Uh, in the middle of the circle, like this. How this part was so difficult to do, I don't understand. Wait, now from the side, this is supposed to be here, but this is supposed to be showing, and this part is supposed to be even lower, so it's like something like this. There you go. Smaller. And there you go. It does not always work like I want. I do use it, but in certain types of selections only. Because the C selector is like by hand, there's more probability of error than using exact selections like this one, the contour. You know that from here to here is going to be selected. Like the loop is a perfect selection, or this one, the contour shift select, that selects the area from top left to bottom right, or bottom left to bottom right. They are more precise selections. Okay, so this thing. Ah. According to the drawing, this part should be like in the middle of the circle, and this part should be like here. Oh no, I cannot do that. Okay. That's okay. But it's not that it's boring in the terms of maybe it's a simple character, but if you put like silly things, like for example, try putting a fly, and the character tries to kill the fly. The little things that you add is what makes it better. What else can you add to a Saitama to make it look even better? Yeah, small bag with the what's the name? Las algas, the monster that was made from seaweed. Or at the silly face when he's fighting Davros. The Davros is showing all his power, and he was like, okay. Wait, oh, okay. Normals. Extrude along normals. Extrude along normals. Now everything has to have some volume, at least something of volume. Did the music die? Yes, the music died. Oh, it died. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me see them all. It's a silly and small. Try looking for references of chibi avatars and see what you can add. For example, I have some small avatars. Check out if something of that helps you. Maybe it doesn't work because when you're doing a sculpt, well, first of all, are you sculpting the head to be smoother? And second, if you do a sculpting with mirror on, it doesn't work very well. You have to combine the mesh and then sculpt. Wait, I think I miss. Yeah, this part needs to be separated in the middle. I forgot it. So let's separate it. How can I do that? I know. Select the thing, disable merge and clipping, and now select everything. And combine. For example, in this, I don't know what happens. Are they separated? Yeah, they are separated. Yeah, the best way that you can do it is this. Check this out. You have something like the, I don't know, this one. It's a UV sphere, right? Let me... UV sphere. I'll delete the half. I can mirror it. And let's say that I move things and I'm trying to move vertex and whatever. But then I want to smooth it. I go to sculpting. And then with the shift, that is this one, smooth, I start smoothing out so I can return to the sphere. But check this out, when you go into the middle part because of the mirror, you start having problems. You have to clip it so it doesn't detach. But when I do the clipping, in the middle you start to create a line. That line can be avoided if you apply the modifier, and now you can do this. The good thing is that the sculpting is a mirror, has its own mirror, so you can do a combination of those things, and you can have a very smooth geometry. And don't forget to shade smooth. That's the way that it can help you. Okay, so for the parts, I think I have everything. Okay. Oh, this is part of this one. I thought I separated. And for this one, I need to actually. I need a reference, not that far. Oh, no problem. You're welcome. So, Oh, my bad. Well, I have to check the size of the things in the back. How big are they? That's what she said. Bro, hmm, this is not even close to the reference. So I'll take my creative decisions and just put him right here. And everything is on. There you go. Okay, that part is ready. Okay, maybe this part is a little bit big. Let's see. Okay. Am I missing something? Let's see. I have the front screen. I have the top metal steel, the horns, the hair, the screens on the head, on the shoulders, and on the hips. I have the plate, the lower black part, and that goes from the front to the back. Well, these actually have to be two different parts, separate. Selection. Okay. Bottom. Separate. Okay. The front. In this case, the black is going to be texture, as this part too. Yeah, the term creative decisions is the way that you can say that, well, this works, but if I do this, it works better. What is this? Is this an error? Oh, okay. Actually, front part is not that well structured. It has to be. Details, details. Mhm. For example, like this part, it's doing something that I don't want. I can go into sculpt, lower the size, half the strength, and there you go. I can smooth it out without consequence. It's better to use sculpting when you're doing lower geometry sculpting. Open the wireframe so you can see what are you moving exactly, so you don't have problems with the sculpt later. You finish, then you disable the thing. Okay, I think I got all the shapes that I want. Oh, I'm missing this bit, this little green thing, and maybe this thing is something like a color, so maybe I messed up in here, but right now I'll leave it like that because it looks like a chest plate, so it's okay. Yeah, it's always good to have a wireframe to check proportions and things. Why was I? Oh yeah, the detail is going to be simple, just a cube. Maybe a subdivision. Apply it. Now it's supposed to be here. Maybe another subdivision. There you go. Normal. And shade smooth. And all transforms. And mirror. And apply. Well, I think finally I finished the modeling, at least I think a 95%. So what I do next is I have everything, check that I have everything in the same collection. Editable. And I duplicate the collection, and in this one I'm going to now merge everything that it needs to be merged. For example, the screens, I can do the UVs on one screen and transfer the UVs to the second into the third. That's an idea. And I can start doing what I said at the beginning, that I want to remove everything that is on the bottom of the fur. So for example, I remove all the arm, maybe a little bit more. Remove I think everything here basically. What do I need from here? Nothing really. If I going to need something, I'll just change the size of the hair, compensate it with this geometry. In here, I'll have to check the armor, but what is easy is this part to remove. Faces. The difficult part is going to be the feet, because I do need the bottom, but at least this part I can remove. And with that I eliminate a lot of unnecessary detail that will be difficult for me to match on the other process, the rigging. For example, I know that this works, and until here approximately, yeah. This is useful, this part, and this is useful. But maybe those parts, what is basically this, and the front. Or in this case, I just can select it, move it proportionally, and hide it. And that's it. I don't have to think about it. Disappear like it's not there. Easy solutions. Hola Nathan Rodríguez. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué cuentas con él? Hello Nathan. Also, I think this part is no longer useful. It looks funny. Let's turn everything on. For example, I have problems here. I model the hair without the horns. So now in here I can see that, for example, these parts are not that useful. I can delete it. Select the vertex, grow the selection, change to faces, and delete the faces. This is a simple method, but it's effective because you know that you are deleting faces. Example, another one. If you don't want to delete something like this, you just delete the vertex, faces, and there you go. I can polish even more these parts. But basically, the model is almost done, or basically done. It's just a question of polish, polish, polish. Maybe in these parts, I can select the interior only. If this thing lets. Select the interior and scale it. It's logo, it's bounded. Yeah. Why is it not working? Oh yeah, that's why. In video game, there's a trick that you can actually go all the way to the center and merge everything like this, so you will not have the problems with floating geometries when you move it. The model itself is complete to the center. I maybe will consider that technique in here, but right now with only with this is more than sufficient. I think this is cricket. This, yeah, this is cricket. There you go. Is it not merged? Oh yeah, it's merged. But why does it select everything? Oh no. Yeah. Oh, okay. I think that's it for this stream. I'm going to still be working on it, but I have to eat something first. Thank you so much for everyone that showed up to the stream. I hope that you learned something, and if not, let me know so I can touch the topics on the next stream. That is going to be on Saturday, same hour. Hope to see you there and take care. Thank you and bye bye.